Yeah, so I'm just going to do Crack and Cryptic as requested by two distinguished gentlemen. Yeah, so I'm actually recording this on my the face cam. It's on my school computer. The microphone and the actual game's on my computer. So everything might be a little bit scuffed depending on how much time I want to spend trying to align this. Because my computer doesn't actually have a camera. So I was just gonna do, just to start with, very simple, the number one, the first one, just because we'll see if all this uploading, editing, whether it actually works, the process, and then if not, maybe we'll move down, maybe we'll jump to it, one I haven't done, but I haven't done this one in ages, so I've completely forgotten how to do it. So let's get cracking, because Cryptic anyway, don't forget the joke. I guess we'll just start with the rules. Classic, which just means up here, classic Sudoku. If you don't know how to do classic Sudoku, you got no hope. But the special rule in this one is the thermometer, so numbers must increase as they move. Hang on a sec, let me just make sure the settings are right. Cool. Numbers must increase as they move along the thermometer, starting at the bulb, which means starting at the bulb, so let's say this number is a 3, this number has to be a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, all the way up. And it can't be a 2, well, obviously it can't be a 3 because that would break normal Sudoku rules, but it can't be a 2, it can't be a 1 because it has to increase along the thermometer. So I'll give this a crack, and the first thing I've noticed once again is that this is a 9. So obviously we have to be strictly increasing. There's only 9 digits you can ever get in Sudoku. So yeah. Okay, let's look at this thing. So the highest number this bulb end can be is a 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So this has to be a 1, 2, 3. And then this the lowest this can be is a 2, and the highest it can be is a 4. And that pattern just kind of cascades on, so we can fill out all of these. Ooh, hang on a second. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So that could be a 4 actually. Which means all these can be bumped up 1. And that can include a 6. Okay, obviously I'm seeing here that these can't be a 1 or a 2. Because you've got a 1 or 2 up here. And 5, 6, 7 here, which means this can't be a 6 or a 7. This can't be a 5, 6 or 7. Which places 8 right there, and 9 right there for us. And that's as far as I think we're getting on this at the moment. Okay, this one's interesting, how they're all in the same line, but there's nothing really we can do here. Look at this. Okay, so it's a 7, which means this has to be a 7, 8, 9. So if it's a 7, it goes 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Actually, that's not where. We'll start with here, because I don't know what I was trying to do over here. We know that this has to be the lowest number, and obviously it can't be a 1 or a 2. So this has to be a 3 or a 4. Can this be a 5? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, so it has to be a 3 or a 4. And by the pattern we just described earlier, that kind of cascades down to the rest of the line. Now I've also noticed that this is another 7. I think we'll work backwards here because this 9, it takes up this spot, so this can't be a 9. So I think it has to be 8 or 6. Can that be a 6? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it has to be 7 or 8. And again, that kind of just works its way all the way down. Yeah, so that works its way all the way down. 2, and a 2 and a 1. Cool. What I'm noticing now is that this pretty much whole line is filled out. And what I am noticing is that there's no spot for a 1 on any of those squares except this middle one, which does make that a 1. This has to start with either being a 3 or a 4. Actually, no, it can't be a 3 or a 4. We've got 3 or 4, so this can't be a 1, 2, 3 or 4. So this has to be a 5. It could be a 6, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it could be a 6. 6 and 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. Let's just give us an 8, 9 pair here, which means there has to be an 8 here, which means there can't be an 8 there. And we get a 7 there, which puts a 6 there, and a 5 there. A 7 also moves the 7 from here, so we get an 8 over here. So this is starting to, you know, crack. This one. Okay, so where does the 1 go in this column? So if it is on a thermometer, we know it has to be at the bulb, and it obviously can't go there, so no, that's the 1. The other numbers we're missing are 2, 3, 4, and 9. So we know the 9 can't go there, and the 9 can't go ever in the middle of the thermometer, so we know the 9 has to be here at the end. Now we're missing a 2, a 3, and a 4 between these squares. Okay, is anything else? This column still intrigues me. Is there anything interesting about it? Jeez, I can't draw a straight line. Okay, where does the 2 go? And we've only got one spot that's got marked with a 2. Well, I guess it's the same for the 3, and the same for the 4 in this column. And all that, the 2 there obviously puts a 1 in here. Can work the same way, so there's only one spot and 9 can go, it's right there. Now there's only one spot and 8 can go, there's only one spot 7 can go. Cool, and this 9 obviously makes this an 8. So we're getting there. So this column's also interesting. What number? We need a 1, a 2, and a 3. 1 and 2 can't both go in here, so that makes that the 3, and this a 1, 2 pairing. Cool. Anything else that's immediately jumping out at me? Yeah, where does the 1 go in this box now? Because you can't go 1 because of there, we can't go there because of this one. Obviously it's not fitting out there, so that's the 1. This one in the center box is interesting now. Obviously can't go in those 3 because of that one. And those 3 because of that one, and can't go in those 2. So I know there's a 1 in here. Yeah, we don't know much more about any of the 1s. Okay, the 2. 2 can still go a lot of places. Actually, no, we know 2 can't go there or there because of this, which leaves the 2 has to be up here somewhere. Or I guess the same with the 4 over here. The 4 can't go up here, so the 4 has to be down here somewhere. Actually, no, the 4 can still be in here. Can it though? 4, 3. Well, this can't be a 3. If that's not a 3, that can't be a 4, and that also can't be a 5. And this can't be a 4, 5, or 6. That's pretty simple, Ollie. I don't know how we missed that. Yeah, that just proves that the 4 has to be down here. What else in this box? We're missing a 5 and a 6, so obviously a 5 can't go up here. So a 5 has to be down here, that's created a 4, 5 pair, which means this has to be a 2, 6 pair. So this box is pretty much done. Now this can still be both a 2 and a 4. So that hasn't ruled out much. look at these 9s. Do they give us anything? Not really. Let's just roll through the numbers real quick. A 2 can still go pretty much anywhere. A 3, yeah, well, the 3 in this bottom left box can't go there, and can't go there. The 3 has to be in this top one. Okay, well that 3 means that the 3 has to go in either here or here. And since the 3 acts as a 3, the 3 can't go in this top up here, because there's got to be a 3 one of those two. 3 obviously can't go there because of this one, so we know there's actually a 3 here or here as well. Four. 4 is nothing's jumping out at me that we could be done. 5. Same thing, except we know there's a 5 in this middle, but that's not really helping us at the moment. The 6, okay, surely we'll be able to place the 6 in this middle. We cannot. So we know there's a 6 in one of these two. So the 7's now. Okay, well we know there's a 7 down here. Because it's Sudoku. Oh yeah, we can figure out this pairing actually. 2 and a 2 and a 6, or 1, 2, which means we're missing a 7 and an 8 in here. And obviously this can't be an 8, so that has to be a 7, that has to be an 8, and that's a 7, that makes that a 6, makes that a 5. Cool. Does that help us with any other things? 7, yeah, in this box, 7 can't go there. Obviously can't go there, because this 7 can't go there, because that 7, which puts another 7 here. 7, what else can I do with you? I've got no idea, honestly. Okay, the 8. The 6, since we filled in the 6 here, the 6 has to go in the center in this one. Pretty handy. What else am I missing? No. What else could I do? Okay. We guess, okay, we're going to look at this middle row with a 5 and a 9. So obviously we know 5 and 9 both got to go in this box, which means that this has to be a 5 or a 9 to fill the box, which will get us a 6 down here. This will make this a pairing, because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so this has to be 7, 8 pairing. And that means that has to be a 2, 4 pairing. Does any of that break for any reason? No, not that I can see. Okay. Can ask a similar question, where's the 9 go in this room? Obviously can't go in this box, but the 9 has to be here somewhere. There's anything else ruled out with this 9? The 8. Nothing really. Okay, we know there's an 8 up here actually. Oh, great, we got. So why can't that be a 5? We've already got a 5 in a row. Yeah, right. So that's a 6. And that can still be a 4 or 5 actually, so it doesn't help much. Maybe it helps with our 6s. Yes, it does. It puts a 6. So these guys, it's a 6 right here, which actually puts an 8 there. But we've got one more 6 to go. So this bottom left, a 6 goes. Nope. Actually, want to mark it for proper. Nope. How do I? There we go. Puts a 2 in there. So our 6s are done. Does that help our 7s? No. What other numbers are we missing from this box? Oh, we're missing a 1 actually, so 1 can't go in the bottom of either of those two, so 1 has to be up here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you got in there, 7. I can still go, actually I can't go in any of those two, so that means that's the 7. The 8 is already in there, and the 9. Can't go there, so this has to be a 9. Which will actually get rid of this up. So that has to be a 1 or 2. This has to be a 1, a 9 or a 2. And this can't be a 1, so this has to be a 2 or a 9. Great. Let's look at okay, well, there's one in this column. Because that one has to be up here. So now we can place it because we know there has to be a 1 in those two, which will rule out that square, so the 1 in there. Okay, so there's 2 left here in this row. So that will have to be either 8 and 9 pairing. Obviously this can't be an 8, so that's the 9. That makes that the 8. Okay. What else can I do? The 5. 5 in this middle box now looks sexy. The 5's always looks sexy. Obviously 5 can't go there as well. So that makes that the 5 and makes that the 1. Okay, which obviously this was a 1-2 pairing over here before, so makes that the 2. Is that the 1? We've got a 2-9 pair here. 2-9 pair here means a 9 can't go there. Working the 9. I don't know what happened here, so this must have been a 7-8 pair, and obviously placed an 8 up here. Is that a 7? Is that an 8? Must have been a 5-9 pairing, and we placed the 9 up here. So must have been a 5, and placed the 9. Obviously this 5, now remove the 5 up here. So that's a 4, 3. This is getting very close to just falling apart. Okay, so we're looking for a 2, a 3, and a 4 in this box. 2, 3, and 4, and we know it can't be the 2. Okay, so now I've got a 3, 4 pairing, which means this has to be the 2. And then that makes that the 4 down here, and that makes that the 2 over here. The 2 in this right box has to go up here. At this point, it's just simple Sudoku, because the puzzle is crumbling. That has to be a 4. What else? This puzzle will crumble real quickly. This has to be a 5. That means this has to be a 7 or a 9. Actually, no, it can't be a 7 because that's the 9. That's the 7 up there. Okay, the 1 in this box is a 4. The 1 here is a 3. The one now in this row is a 5. 3, a 4 there, a 5 there. In here, that puts a 3, puts a 4 there, 3 there. What numbers are we missing? Missing a 1, which obviously goes there. The box, the last one is a 4. So there we go. Pretty simple puzzle. Puzzle number 1 done in 18 minutes 51 seconds. This was 2 minutes slower than my first time I completed it. So my best time 16 minutes down here. Yep, so it's gonna end this video. 20 minutes because it was a pretty easy one, but guess we'll see. I didn't really struggle at all. It's just following the pattern, so cool. Yeah, so I'll do this 11 C's on tomorrow, which looks a little bit, not tomorrow, sometime. It looks a little bit more complex, and I also got 2 higher starts. That was, first one was pretty easy. So